स्टडी IQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।
Hello everyone and welcome to Study IQ English. I'm Joyce Joy. In this video, we'll be discussing about Planning Commission and Niti Aayog. We'll also try to differentiate between both these bodies. Let's get started. First, coming to Planning Commission. We know that India adopted planning or the idea of Planning Commission and economic planning in India from the Soviet Union. And it was the first Prime Minister of our country, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was always lenient towards socialistic principles and ideologies. So Planning Commission of the country of India was an organization in the government of India which was responsible for formulating 5-year plans in the country, which was a major function allocated to the Planning Commission, and Planning Commission did it till 2015 until the Niti Aayog was constituted. It was charged with the services of opportunities for all, employment in the service of the community. It was reporting directly to the Prime Minister of India. So Planning Commission reported directly to the Prime Minister of India. That's why it was called as a centralized body, because reporting was directly to the Prime Minister. It was established on 15th of March 1950, and the chairman of the Planning Commission was the first chairman of Planning Commission was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and the ex officio chairman of the Planning Commission became the upcoming prime ministers of the country as well. It did not derive its creation from either the constitution or a statute, which means that Planning Commission was not a constitutional body, nor it was a statutory body. It was an extra constitutional and non-statutory body. Extra constitutional and non-statutory body. The Planning Commission was set up by a resolution of the Government of India in March 1950. So, as we said, it was not a constitutional body or a statutory body. It was set up by a resolution of the Government of India. And these were the prime objectives of the government: to propel a rapid increase in the living standard of Indians by the productive exploitation of country's resources, raising production, securing opportunities for everyone for employment in the service of society. That is, raising the standard of living of the country and the people living in the country. It was assigned the responsibility of assessing all the resources of the country. Now, to make a proper allocation of the resources, assessment of resources is very important. So, assessment of resources is important for proper allocation of resources, enhancing the scarce resources, drafting plans for the most productive and balanced usage of resources, and ascertaining priorities. Why priorities? Because the resources are limited and wants of the people are unlimited. Wants are unlimited. Now we are coming to Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog was formed in 2015 on January 1st of 2015. In Sanskrit, the word Niti means morality, behavior, guidance, etc. But in the present context, it means policy, and Niti stands for National Institution for Transforming India. So the term Niti can be read as National Institute for Transforming India. It is country's premier policy making institution that is expected to bolster the economic growth of the country. Earlier, Planning Commission was responsible for making plans for the country. 5-year plans were made by the Planning Commission. Now, Niti Aayog does not make plans actually, but it is a think tank of the Government of India which gives policy recommendations. So, Niti Aayog works more in the policy perspective or gives policy recommendations. It aims to construct a strong state that will help to create a dynamic and strong nation. This helps India to emerge as a major economy in the world. And there are 2 hubs for Niti Aayog. First one is Team India Hub, and the second one is Knowledge and Innovation Hub. Now, Team India Hub, it stands for the unity of the country. It stands for the federalism of the country. It stands for the cooperation among the states. Next is the Knowledge and Innovation Hub. It is where the research is conducted and policy proposals are made. Now coming to Team India Hub and also the Knowledge and Innovation Hub. Team India Hub, as we said, it stands for unity and also the federalism of the country. It leads to participation of Indian states with the central government. Planning Commission was more a kind of centralized body, whereas Niti Aayog is decentralized in the sense that here in the Team India Hub, participation of the Indian states are promoted with the central government. That is, participation of states along with the central government is promoted. The Knowledge and the Innovation Hub. Knowledge and Innovation Hub builds the institution's think tank capabilities. So it builds the think tank capability. Think tank means the research capabilities or the capabilities for policy recommendations. Niti Aayog is additionally creating itself as a state-of-art resource center with essential resources, knowledge, skills that will empower it to act with speed, advance research and innovation, bestow critical policy vision to the government and also manage unforeseen issues. The reason for setting up Niti Aayog is that people had expectations for growth and development in the administration through their participation. Now, what was the purpose of setting up Niti Aayog? That people's participation can be ensured. That is governance, participatory governance. This required institutional changes in administration and active strategy shifts that could seed and foster substantial scale change. Now we'll come to a comparison between Niti Aayog and Planning Commission. Niti Aayog has not been given the mandate or powers to impose policies, which means that it is only an advisory body or it's only a think tank. So there is no power for Niti Aayog to impose policies. Whereas Planning Commission had the powers to impose policies on states and for the projects approved by the Planning Commission. Those plans and proposals already approved by Planning Commission could be implemented also by the Planning Commission on states. Second one, the powers for allocation of funds are not given to Niti Aayog. It's with the Finance Ministry. But Planning Commission had the power to allocate funds to the state governments and various central government as well, government ministries as well, based on the plans it makes. In Niti Aayog, state government have to play a more proactive role. That is, more role or responsibilities are entrusted upon the state governments in case of Niti Aayog. Whereas in case of Planning Commission, state governments did not have much role to play apart from taking part in the meetings. So the role of states were limited in Planning Commission, but it's more in case of Niti Aayog. Based on requirements, there are provisions for part-time members in Niti Aayog, whereas Planning Commission did not have any provision for the appointment of part-time members. Why part-time members are important? Because those members in Planning Commission or Niti Aayog could be generalist. Depending on the situation, depending on the need, there should be expert members and they cannot be full-time members. So there is a need for part-time members. The Governing Council of Niti Aayog has Lieutenant Governors of Union Territories and Chief Ministers of the states. The National Development Council had Lieutenant Governors and also the State Chief Ministers. The Planning Commission had to report to the NDC, National Development Council, and similar we have Governing Council in case of Niti Aayog. The CEO of Niti Aayog is appointed by the Prime Ministers and secretaries are known as CEO. Planning Commission secretaries were appointed through a usual process. The number of full-time members in Niti Aayog could be lesser than in Planning Commission. In Planning Commission, there were 8 full-time members. In case of Niti Aayog, since there is a provision for part-time members, the number of full-time members are less, which means there is less fiscal burden on the government to maintain these members. Under Niti Aayog, organization structure, new posts were created. Like in the organization structure, new posts were created like CEO, Vice Chairperson. CEO has the rank of a secretary. 4 cabinet members would serve as ex officio members and Niti Aayog has 2 part-time members and 5 full-time members. Planning Commission's organizational structure consisted of full-time members, member secretary and also a deputy chairman. This was the structure of Planning Commission. In Niti Aayog, final policy could bear fruit after due consultations are held with the state governments in policy formulation stage. In case of Planning Commission, first formulated policies and then state governments were consulted. Now, in case of Niti Aayog, first states are consulted and then plans are made. Planning Commission, first planning is made, then states are consulted. Niti Aayog is also an executive body as it is not mentioned in the constitution and not established by a statute or an act of the parliament. However, needed, it can be converted into a statutory body by passing a law in the parliament. Like, for example, UDAI has been converted into a statutory body. Now, Planning Commission was also an executive body because it was created. What is called as an executive body? A body created by the resolution, executive resolution. Planning Commission was also a non-statutory and extra-constitutional body. So these are the differences between Niti Aayog and Planning Commission, a very important topic for the competitive examinations. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the very best.
स्टडी IQ IAS अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।